徹底的に指導いたします。
Oh my god, my fucking stomach. Now for our next report. For the past few days, a series of missing persons cases have been reported across the Ark. Central government has issued an official statement saying that the incidents cannot be classified as serial disappearances. Case number 1. Missing person, Miles Carter. Male, 45 years old, former commander. Wow. Not often you see, like, commanders, you know, live. 93 centimeters, 80 kilograms. Last seen leaving his home around 11 p.m. His daughter filed a report with the ACPU 2 days after his disappearance. Notable information. Lost his leg during an operation on the surface and has a long history of alcohol abuse. Oh. Recently began counseling at the urging of his daughter. Those around him say he has been showing improvement and was 2 months into sobriety. Counseling? Which counseling center? Confirmation required. Meanwhile, the rapture part discovered at the home of the missing person was said to be debris from a unit destroyed during the recent terrorist attack on the Ark, and the central government has declared that it is unrelated to the current missing persons case. However, some have raised suspicions of a cover-up, fueling ongoing controversy. Case number 4. Missing person, Iris Monroe. Female, 68 years old, former nurse. 154 centimeters, 53 kilograms. Last seen around 10 a.m. after leaving to attend a gathering with acquaintances. Around 7 p.m. on the same day, her son filed a report with the ACPU. Authorities visited her residence immediately after the report was filed, but it was empty. Preliminary findings at the scene suggest the entire family has gone missing. Case classified as a family disappearance. Notable information. No signs of forced entry. A rapture part was found in the basement. A gathering with acquaintances, unable to verify details. The rapture part was placed on some kind of altar, but for what purpose? Conspiracy theories suggesting that the groundwork is being laid for a second Ark terror attack, fueling widespread anxiety among the general populace. Case number 8. Missing person, Alceria 9. Female, 42 years old, psychological counselor. 167 centimeters, 55 kilograms. Exact time of disappearance unknown. Reported missing to the ACPU by her last client. Notable information. Operated a counseling center. Confirmed to be the same center where Miles Carter underwent counseling. Has a daughter named Depara. No contact with the daughter as of yet. Also missing? Why did the daughter fail to report her mother's disappearance? This is no good. Polly puts the pen down. Polly's eyes shift from the case file to the computer monitor beside her. At the partition leading to the outer rim, a young girl glances around, then slips inside. The face of the girl captured on CCTV was Depara. Oh shit, damn, she's a mystery character that was on the art. I like the style. It was unmistakably Depara, as identified in the file for case number 8. This is the only lead we've got. Can't afford to lose this trail now. Alright, can't afford to lose this trail at all. Polly grabs her sidearm. I hope it's nothing serious. She sets off from the police station. Case number 9. Missing person. Polly? What the fuck, Polly? ACPU investigator. Went missing during the investigation. Confirmed last seen heading for the outer rim. All signs point to her pursuing Depara alone. Notable information. Confirmed to have visited the counseling center operated by Alceria 9 on the day of her disappearance. The center is currently decommissioned. Entry is not permitted. Recently, a phrase has been reported to be circulating among the staff. Umbrella will pave the way forward for us. So that's Daypara. Well, I've never actually played any Resident Evil games. Like, I've seen some stuff. Claire's cool and Ada's cool. Although I think my favorite is Jill. Ooh. Look at this. Holy, this is a big fucking map. Oh, and it's fucking dark. Oh, and you're Polly. Coordinated operation. We can do that later. Oh, that's where the co-op is. I was looking on the main menu. Electric, you say? Ooh.
現時刻より合流いたします。民の呼ぶ声があればどこへでも。お祭りってもう終わりなの？
Where is Ada?
私のサポートが必要みたいね。
遊びに来てまで王子様の望みなら喜んで。
Eliminate the target.
王子様、今の私は美しい？
Ooh, really? What is this? Mixed herb. Mixing herbs of 3 or more colors creates the best medicine, but if that's too much, I would recommend combining green and red herbs instead. Flora. I swear something was just outside the window. This is so cool. There's 11 of these? More herbs. Ooh. Claire!
クレアよ。クレア・レッドフィールド。あなたは？
Alright. Hold the phone. We gotta add her to the synchro. So we can use her for the event.
これなら敵を叩きのめすのに十分ね。
Also, let's get her some gear real quick. Is she also an electric? I know Jill's electric, so is Ada. She is. All right, back to it. What is this? What the fuck? Oh. Ooh. Oh, we need to make this the lobby theme. That sounds so good. Dude, these things are everywhere. What is this? Dorm rules. The curfew must be strictly observed. Prior authorization is required for outings. If you hear a child's voice calling for help after 11 o'clock, ignore it. 2300. I like how the way the camera shifts, like in some of these aspects, it very much like is Resident Evil like with the camera and stuff, you know? It's so fucking funny. Like I said, I haven't played it, but I've watched people play the Resident Evil games, and especially like I think that's a thing like with the earlier games, isn't it? Dorm rules. If anyone loses consciousness, do not approach or touch them. Report immediately. Actively participate in the ritual of salvation. Remember that all restrictions and trials exist for the sake of salvation. That's so funny. The camera stuff. Dude, this music is so fucking good. What's this thing? I love these freaking camera angles. Dude, anytime Nikke does like collabs, they always do it so well. Okay. What is this? Can I get to that? What the fuck? There's a little basement thing too? I'm guessing that's where part 2 is gonna be. What is this? Someone's note. I can't take it anymore. To hell with their so-called salvation. I've seen it all. Corpses pile up like trash. I'm running away tonight. You better come to your senses and fast. Remember to burn this note. Well, obviously they didn't. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be part 2 down there. Interesting. Ooh. God, this is so fucking cool. Dore dore. Bam. Bam. Bam.
どうしたの？デートのお誘い？私のサポートが必要みたいね。
依頼を確認した。
Alright. Let's get this shit. I returned with snack. Ooh, welcome back. What kind of snacks you get? Right on time. Take a seat. I heard a D-wave was detected. Yes. It was 2 weeks ago. A D-wave triggered by the entity codenamed Gatekeeper was picked up. 2 weeks ago, you said. Why wasn't I notified immediately? We had to confirm a few things. The D-wave wasn't detected on the surface this time. It came from inside the Ark. Huh? We're presently picking up D-wave signals from a mansion located in the Outer Rim. If we move too hastily, there's a risk of the D-wave being exposed to external parties. This could reignite tensions with the Outer Rim, especially since the dust has only just settled from the last Outer Rim incident. As such, the central government has decided to handle this case with extreme caution. Which brings me to my point. Have you ever heard of the Torch of Salvation? The Torch of Salvation? I've heard it before when I was working a case helping that girl, Deipara, search for her mother. Wait, did we actually do something with her before? Was that Kay's event that she was in? Oh, I think that was. Deipara. Concerned child who tasks the protagonist with finding her mother on the surface. The counters head to her last known location and find over 10 dead bodies. However, none belong to Deipara's mother. They reveal that her mother belongs to a rapture worshipping cult known as the Torch of Salvation. If the central government knew she was part of this. Wait, is this This is after the Rapture invasion of the arc, of the main event. So this should all be before event stuff. Torch of Salvation. Okay. Anyways. Heard it before when I was working on a case helping that girl, Deipara, search for her mother. Aren't they that cult that worships raptors as gods? It seems you're well informed. Take a look at this. Anderson hands me a document. The document reads, human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Do not resist with thy feeble human strength. The end is nigh, God. Guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. Is this a prayer? Where did... We recovered this near the mansion where the D-Wave was detected. It's supposedly a prayer recited at the Torch of Salvation's gatherings. And also, that mansion has been identified as a gathering site for the Torch of Salvation. We shouldn't go charging in head first, unless we want a complete fiasco on our hands. The most reliable method is to infiltrate their ranks by posing as a believer. That's why we spent the past 2 weeks gathering all available intel on the Torch of Salvation. Intel that will be used to help you infiltrate undercover. What? Your task is simple. Memorize the materials we've compiled. Disguise yourself as a believer of the Torch of Salvation. Then, enter the mansion and investigate the situation regarding the D-Wave. While you're there, resolve any related incidents you encounter. You want me to go undercover? Heard a lot about your infiltration skills. Word is, you've used that skill to close the book on several major cases. We're counting on you to put those skills to good use once more. Just so you know, the counters won't be accompanying you on this mission. Moving around the Outer Rim with such prominent individuals poses too great a risk. Instead, we've arranged a separate support group. Return to the commander's room. You'll meet them there. They'll brief you on the remaining mission details. Deputy Chief, are you saying... That'll be all. I have a very important meeting to attend. Well then. I look forward to hearing good news from you. Oh yeah, I forgot to... need a VTube studio for the messages. Log in and activate. Okay, so we should... Okay, perfect. The scrolling messages are back. Really? Herb. Just because plants have similar colors doesn't mean they have the same properties. To avoid accidentally ingesting something poisonous, at least learn what each herb looks like ahead of time. We're back, baby. I forgot, I noticed that last stream, but I forgot to update it. Or, yeah. Said to meet them back at the commander's room, but it's awfully quiet in here. Guess I'll just sit and wait. I sink into the couch, and everything Anderson just told me comes flooding back. The D-Wave, the Outer Rim, the mansion, and the Torch of Salvation. Never thought I'd hear that name again. The memory of something I saw on the surface hits me abruptly. A small altar in the middle of a clearing, and a blade of unknown purpose. People lying around as if they're asleep. Each of them holding a rapture part in their hands. I realize I've been entrusted with a mission far greater than I anticipated. My mind is racing. Maybe a splash of water would help clear my head. Sound of a running faucet can be heard from the bathroom. Did I forget to turn off the water? If Ruppy finds out, she'll freak. My nose burns. I glance at the mirror and see blood flowing. Just like the people I saw near the altar back then. What the fuck? Blood fills the sink. Whoa. Oh, hi, Kay. Aren't you being a bit dramatic? Thought you'd be used to this by now. What the? Hey, you okay? The blood that filled the sink has completely vanished. I glance back into the mirror again. D and K are standing behind me. Yeah, I'm fine. So, you all are the backup Anderson was talking about? We'll wait outside. Pull yourself together and come out when you're ready. Oh god, dude, what the fuck is wrong with us? As missing person reports continue to pour in, the central government has stated it will take firm action against those who spread false information. After washing my face, I step out and see the news is on. D is leaning against the wall with her arms crossed. K is sprawled out on the couch. They're watching the news, both with grim expressions. These days, all you hear on TV are stories about people going missing. I was told to get mission details directly from both of you. Read that first. We'll talk after. D tosses a stack of documents onto the table, then glances back at the news broadcast. Looks like I won't get a word out of her until I'm finished with the entire pile. At the very top of the stack of documents, it reads, Case number 1. Missing person, Miles Carter. Guess I'll take a look. You're a fast reader. Now tell me, what exactly is happening in the Ark? As the question hangs in the air, my eyes remain fixed on the last page of the document. Case number 9. Missing person, Polly. Central government's trying to keep it hush-hush, but, as you've just seen, there's been a string of disappearances inside the Ark. The missing persons are of all different ages, genders, and backgrounds. One of them is even a Nikke. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be any obvious link between them. Kay slides a document toward me. Case number 8. Missing person, Elseria 9. Notable information. Has a daughter named Daypara. According to central government records, Daypara's mother, Elseria 9, was involved with a cult called the Torch of Salvation. So I poke around the counseling sessions she ran. Turns out every single missing person is somehow connected to that place. For example, this guy, Miles Carter. Turns out he was going there for counseling. Iris Monroe used to work there as a nurse. Not only that, it's enough. You don't have to spell everything out. If you say so. Anyway, here's the bottom line. Every one of the missing is tied to Elseria 9. Which brings us to the problem. She's part of a cult that worships raptures. So here's where the D-Wave is coming from. The first person to go missing, Miles Carter, vanished 2 weeks ago. Strangely enough, we pick up the D-Wave coming from the Outer Rim 2 weeks ago as well. Right at the mansion where the Torch of Salvation holds its gatherings. Something about this reeks, wouldn't you agree? So the missing persons cases, the D-Wave, and the Torch of Salvation. There's a chance they're all connected? That's right. This mission's a lot more complex than the last. You've got to figure out why the D-Wave is being detected from the mansion. Get to the bottom of how it ties into the disappearances. Verify the identities of all the missing. And on top of everything else, rescue them if possible. Naturally, if we uncover anything else felonious from the Torch of Salvation while we're at it, we'll have to decide whether or not to eliminate them. Simple enough. So the Torch of Salvation's our target this time around, huh? That's what we are told. As usual, you and D will handle the infiltration. Just pose as a married couple who have been brainwashed by the cults and attend one of their gatherings. And what will you be doing? I'll go solo again this time. Got a bad feeling about something, so I want to look into it first. Alright. Now that you've been briefed on the mission, start by memorizing what's written there. D tosses another stack of documents onto the table and then turns back to the news broadcast. Once again, it seems she won't say another word until I've read through everything. Just from skimming through, it looks like this is the backstory for the couple we're supposed to play. You want me to memorize all of this? I'm off to handle some stuff. Let's give this our all. In the name of justice. No, Polly's missing. Claire looks really good. Honestly, I think they did a really good job on like the visuals one up for all the collab characters. They're husband and wife. Both of them come from the quotidian class and have been living a fairly uneventful life in the Ark. Annette works as a nurse. On the other hand, her husband... Speaking of which alias should I use this time? William. I believe you should be able to come up with something on your own. Sorry, go on. Her husband, William. Oh, that's us. That's me. Nuke the city from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Welcome in, Gino. Oh. Thank you for the subscription. I don't know when that happened. It didn't pop up on my activity feed. I don't know when that happened. I don't know if I thanked you or not. Hope you're...
Sloppy.
Oh, well, there you go.
Whoops. This was supposed to go with that message, lol.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the 2 months. Prime. I think I had too many things popping up on the UI. It definitely happens. How is your Friday going, Gino? Hope you're doing well. Her husband, William, is a researcher at a pharmaceutical company. Despite the couple's busy schedule, they never forget to shower each other with attention. Ooh, I thought that was going somewhere else. I shall shower. Going pretty chill. Hell yeah. That's what you like to hear. Any weekend plans? Everyone around them speaks highly of how happy their marriage seems. You're home. You must have had a long day. Yeah, you too. You must have had a long day yourself, darling. Not at all. Oh, what's that, honey? These? They're, flowers are absolutely beautiful. Might play some Peak tomorrow night. Got a couple recipes to try and... Ooh, what kind of recipes you thinking of trying to make? Ah, right, the flowers. Thought of you on the way home, so I picked them up. Thank you. She loves nothing more than flowers from her husband. That part of the script never seems to change, no matter what role I play. Honey, it's nothing. Then one day, calamity befalls the couple. A medical accident occurs at William's pharmaceutical company. All the blame is pinned entirely on poor William. No! The couple suddenly becomes buried in debt, and their idyllic life collapses overnight. Chicken kefla pita. Ooh, I think I've seen like pita, like sandwiches in crema de cafe, which is kind of like coffee chocolate. Ooh, it's supposed to taste like tiramisu and be super easy to make. Ooh. Okay, that stuff actually sounds really fucking good. Like, I just ate not too long ago, but goddamn, I could eat that shit right now. That sounds fucking good. Despite this, Annette never blames William. Instead, it's alright. What happened wasn't your fault, honey. It's the world that's gone crazy. Don't worry. The judges will be sent from above to guide everyone toward the end. They begin to blame the world for turning its back on them. Soon, the couple become devoted to the torch of salvation. With their faith deepened, the couple decide to attend a gathering purportedly being held at a certain mansion. Thus, they quietly head for the Outer Rim. They even bring a bouquet of flowers, hoping to be welcomed as initiates into the faith. The residential area near the mansion is eerily quiet. It's rather unsettling. Like there's no one around at all. Only pages filled with prayer script are scattered about. There's no sign of life anywhere. That dessert is supposed to be super easy. Basically take a shot or two of cold coffee, mix in 2 tablespoons powdered, pour those into an empty 12-ounce soda bottle, and pour in 6 to 8 ounces of cream and shake the hell out of it. That's it? Oh, powdered sugar. Ah, damn, that actually is like super fucking easy. Shit, even I could do that. That doesn't sound too bad. I'm not necessarily one for coffee, but then again, I haven't tried it in like a long time, so my taste could have changed. Could be something I could try one of these days. When Kay and I were digging around, this area was crawling with cultists. So, what now, darling? Let's start by checking out the area. Given the situation, I think we can drop the act. Do we really need to? Dee and I split up to look around. While there are signs someone was living here recently, the place itself is completely empty. The only thing worth noting is some sort of graffiti has been scrawled all over the walls. Is that an umbrella? Why would someone draw something like that here? Does it mean anything? I stare at the umbrella graffiti for a while, but it offers no answers. I turn my head and see the mansion looming in the distance. From the moment I saw it, the mansion felt like it didn't belong in the Outer Rim. Do we get art of the mansion? What's a perfectly intact mansion like this doing in the Outer Rim, you ask? Beats me. A strange rumor has been spreading in the Outer Rim. Locals warn others not to go near the mansion. Stay far away from the mansion, unless you want misfortune to come your way. Maybe that's why it's still so intact. This place gives me the creeps. Maybe we should head to where Dee is. Pretty sure I saw her heading that way earlier. Dee, you here? Sorry. I didn't realize you were changing. I'm slipping into something that'll be easier to move around in. No point in pretending that we're a couple at this point. So, did you see anything? I noticed some strange graffiti drawn all over the place. Other than that, nothing unusual. Nothing out of the ordinary. It makes all this even more suspicious. I hear a door open behind me, and Dee has changed back into her usual outfit. Doesn't look like there's anything else to learn here. Let's head to the mansion. With any luck, we might find some sort of lead there. Target located. Ada Wong. Keep up your end of the bargain, and I'll do the same. Who's she talking to? I like the coloring of this stage. It's very good. Befitting of a horror-esque or whatever.
お疲れ様。戻ったらまずシャワーを浴びたいわ。
The mansion is heavily guarded. There's no way to sneak in. The only way we can get inside without causing a scene is by reciting this prayer to prove we are believers. Memorize all of this from top to bottom, and don't even think about complaining. Spent the whole night memorizing everything, just as Dee had told me. Unfortunately, I never got to use what I memorized. Whoa. Contrary to what Dee told me previously, getting into the mansion ended up being extremely easy. Dude, this place is trashed. Especially since there wasn't even any security. Much like the residential district, the mansion is deserted. Aside from the ominous creaking of the floorboards under my feet, absolutely nothing else could be heard. Looks like the place is empty too. Kay and I scoped out the mansion's surroundings only 2 days ago. What the heck happened between then and now? Did they catch wind of us snooping around? Hey, Dee. But if it was that was so. Dee? Seems whatever I'm saying now is not getting through to Dee. I leave Dee to her thoughts and start surveying the lobby. In the center of the lobby, I step carefully past a shattered chandelier and spot a half-destroyed statue of a goddess. Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure. The moment I approach the creepy statue, I notice a long trail of red stains stretching down the hallway. Dee, you might want to see this. The trail of blood leads straight into the dining room. What a mess. You can say that again. The dining room is in complete disarray, with rotten food scattered everywhere. Yet the foul stench lingering in the air was not coming from spoiled food. It was coming from somewhere else instead. I'll go check it out on my own. No, let's go together. The blood trail winds past the dining table, stopping at a shelf in the corner. And at the end of the trail, there's a corpse. The body has been horribly mangled. The blood hasn't even dried yet. It's clear this just happened. What in the world is going on here? Suddenly, I feel something cold press into my back. Lower your weapon. It's best you don't do anything foolish. That is, if you want to keep him alive. Identify yourself. FBI. But I suppose you wouldn't know what that is. Sorry, but who I am is classified. Here's a friendly tip though. Stop asking questions and get out of here while you still can. FBI, open up.
協力するわ。相談中よ。頼むわ。もうしつこいわね。
I like that she actually uses... I mean, it's classified as a rocket launcher in the game for, you know, game mechanic purposes, but I like that her weapon is actually like a crossbow. Can't wait to see the booba zombies. That'd be pretty funny. You get like a booba zombie unit. Miranda, are you alright? Huh? Yeah, of course. I was just doing my usual firearms check. At this hour? The workday's over. The ACPU works for our citizens around the clock. Death by booba asphyxiation. You should all be so lucky. Oh god, dude, that would be... What a blissful way to go out. How was that? Did it sound cool? Not really. I don't think that's something you should be saying in this situation. Is that so? Cherish your gun like you would a loved one. What about that? Doesn't quite fit the situation either. Oh, really? Then, darn, this ain't good. I'm officially out of excuses. Hang on. You're not planning on waiting until I'm off duty and then heading to the Outer Rim, are you? The boss already told us. Since there's no way HQ is ever going to authorize an investigation, we've been told to stand by for now. But you're still investigating, aren't you, Query? What? Well... Query quickly shuts the file folder she's carrying. The document she was reading is labeled case number 9. I can't sit by and do nothing. I'm sorry, but I have to head out to the Outer Rim to find Polly. But we'd be defying orders. Fine by me. I've gotten used to filling out disciplinary reports. I'm not sure that's exactly a good thing. 10 pages. I mean, 6 pages. No, 3 pages. I can fill that out in my sleep. I think we'd be in for more than just a disciplinary report. Ooh, even better. Then I won't have to write one at all. No, what I'm saying is... besides... Polly would have done the same for us. Corey turns to the whiteboard placed in the corner of the police station. Her vision is too blurry to make out what's written on it. But the photo of Polly, pinned to the center of the board, stood out perfectly clear to her. Alright, I'm off. Miranda. Yeah? I'm coming with you. So what's our first course of action? Are you asking me? It's just you and me, so who else would I be asking? And no more jumping out of the shadows like last time, okay? It honestly scares me to death when you do. So what you're telling me is you came out here without a plan. Well, this is where Polly's signal was last detected. Why don't we start by searching around this area? Also, is this just me, or does this place feel kind of creepy? There isn't a soul around. Hey, do you see that? There's a mansion over there. Let's check it out. This is the ACPU. We're coming in. Miranda yanks open the front doors and strides confidently through. We really shouldn't be barging in like this, Miranda. As the front door opened, a courtyard came into view. What's that? In Query's hazy field of vision, 3 furry shapes appear. What? Okay, I thought for a second it was supposed to be like fuzzy, or no, it actually says furry. Polly? Huh? Oh boy. That's not Polly. Run! Oh no! 3 dogs lunge toward them. Their eyes glow a sinister red, as if infected by something. No, Polly, Miranda! Art. Where'd they come from? Ugh. Just as the largest one opens its jaws. Oh my god! 2 women appear from behind. One of them fires a launcher into the air, causing the dogs to flee into the distance. You okay? Thanks a bunch. But who are you? I should be asking you the same thing. What the hell is this place, and who are you people? Fuck, I need to buy more. Hold the door. We gotta keep them out. Okay. Damn. Another mansion? Am I caught in a nightmare? Ow. Don't worry. I just pinched my cheek, and it definitely hurt. That means this is no nightmare. If you're still not convinced, I can pinch your cheek too if you like. That's so thoughtful, I'm tearing up. You're most welcome. Can we save the banter for later? Violently shaking door finally stops. I think they're all gone now. Thought the gunfire scared them off, but they brought friends instead. If we'd arrived any later, things could have been a disaster. Yeah, it was too close for comfort. Anyway, now that things have calmed down, let's get some proper introductions going. I'm Claire. Claire Redfield. I'm Query from the ACPU. Thanks for your help. And this here is... I'm Miranda, also with the ACPU. The ACPU? That's right. We're the police, safeguarding citizens' safety. That's what the ACPU does. So, you're both police officers. Then... have you heard of a man called Chris? He's my brother. Chris Redfield? The boulder puncher? He works for Raccoon City Police Department. I haven't been able to reach him, so I've been looking for him. Raccoon City Police Department? I'm not too sure. Have you heard of that query? No, this is my first time hearing about this department. Boulder puncher. That's honestly the only thing that I know. Like, I watched someone play through most of the Resident Evil games, but the first thing, like, I don't know what exactly games, which games Chris is in. Other than, I know for sure he's in 5 because there's that whole meme, I think it's at the end of 5, of him like fucking punching a goddamn boulder. And I just remember it's so fucking funny. Like, how can you take that like seriously at all? It's like, dude, the boulder is like 3 times his fucking size. There's no way you're just gonna punch a boulder. Same goes for this man, Chris. That's why I don't know if he's in previous games. He has to be in previous games. 5 can't be his first game. But like, I don't know. Chris as a character is just funny to me because of that. I see. It's a pity. I guess it leaves my introduction. Yeah. And you are? Name's Jill. Jill Valentine. Claire and Jill. Got it. Can I ask how exactly you two ended up here? Well, I realize how crazy this probably sounds. But I'm curious about that myself. Oh? I was in a chopper getting evacuated from Raccoon City when everything went blurry. Next thing I knew, I was here. You too. I was trying to escape Raccoon City when everything started going blurry too. Before I knew it, I saw the 2 of them getting attacked. Just reacted and sprang into action. What the hell happened to us? I think he's the guy in 1 and 2 as well. Oh. Which one is Leon in? Is that 2 or is that like 4? Like, I don't remember. Where is shop? Leon at some point comes in. I know Leon is in 4. Oh, okay. Oh, dude, something I kind of like about this like little map they have. I don't know much about Resident Evil, but I know that they have like, I think it's like the earlier games, right? They have the goofy ass camera angle changes when I just go to like different rooms and such. Like they seem to do that with this. Like, is this camera change really necessary? And then also, dude, this is so fucking, this alone is like a great Resident Evil like little reference here. The freaking camera angles. It's famous for fixed camera angles. Oh my god. I guess Leon first appeared in 2. Okay, I thought that was right. Because I think what? 2 was Claire, Redfield, and Leon? Or was Jill also in 2? I can't remember. Anyways. Wait, Gino, have you played the Resident Evil games? I think you're right. I played some of them and only finished a couple. Did you play the one with Jill Valentine? People said specifically like a sandwich joke or comment or something. So to sum things up, neither of you have heard of the Ark or the Outer Rim. And you've never heard of Nikke's or Raptors either? Nope. And on our end, we've never heard of this Raccoon City you say you escaped from. And it's the first time we've heard of the stars Unit Jill belongs to. This is bizarre. God, dude, she looks so fucking good. Both of them look so good. Not familiar with any sandwiches, isn't it? Okay. I just know, like, one of the skins for Jill, it's like a battle suit or whatever. It's also the one that gives her blonde hair, I guess. Because I guess blonde hair Jill is a real thing in one of the games, and people are going crazy over it in the comments when they show the skin for her. But she also makes some sandwich comment, and people are going crazy over that too. Feels like I'm in a dream. Dream, you say? The offer to pinch your cheek is still open. Thanks, but no thanks. Alright. It goes over my head. Alright, I just wasn't sure. If you change your mind, just say the word. Let me see. Where is it? Right here.
You want to go to a cafe and have sandwiches? Thanks, but I'll pass.
People are going crazy over the sandwich comment. I mean, also the fact that Jill Blonde is a thing. If you change your mind, just say the word. Sure thing. Actually, there's one more thing. If you've never heard of Raccoon City, I'm guessing Umbrella Corporation doesn't ring a bell either. Umbrella? Figured as much. Those dogs you were attacked by seem to be infected by a virus. That made me think Umbrella might be up to no good here as well. It's impossible to say for certain, but one thing's clear. Something's definitely going on. So, query, Miranda, what brings you to this mansion? I doubt a pair of cops would be coming to an old mansion like this just for a social call. Is this related to a case? Well... Yep, that's right. We're here to find a colleague of ours who's gone missing. Her name's Polly. Missing colleague. Yeah, she was conducting an investigation and went missing around this area. You both are free to go. But with Polly's disappearance, and those dogs from earlier, I'd say it's rather dangerous, so we can escort you somewhere safer. I looked it up, in Resident Evil 1, Jill gets saved from a falling ceiling trap, and the person that saved her said she was almost a Jill sandwich. And apparently people have become obsessed with that line. Oh, okay. So that's where the sandwich thing comes from. Oh, damn, so Jill's from Resident Evil 1? God damn. She was in the very first one, huh? I remember the scene and didn't think it was noteworthy, but I guess people are crazy about it. I wonder why. It seems like such like a random, line to be obsessed with, Like, oh my god, you almost became a Jill sandwich. And just out of nowhere, it's just like this crazy popular meme or whatever from the series. It's weird how like some stuff become like noteworthy or like memes or shit, So I guess they put the meme in there. I mean, good for them. That's pretty cool. Said Raccoon City, right? The original Resident Evil 1 had super wonky voice work, so maybe in the original it was wackier than the remake I played. Let me see if I can find... Let's see if I can find a clip. Resident Evil 1 Jill sandwich. Make sure YouTube's muted. Oh, it's not. I don't want volume to just blast. Okay.
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
God, look at this quality.
What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
What a sense of urgency for a ceiling that is going very slowly, by the way.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry,
What the fuck,
didn't you
dude?
say you're going back to the dining room to do some research?
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down.
He does kind of sound like Hank Hill, don't he?
Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Jesus Christ. Seriously? That oh my god, dude. You were almost a Jill sandwich. Dude, the things that become memes is just kind of funny sometimes. I guess it was the wonky voice acting that made it funnier. Guy's like laughing when he says it. It reminds me of an infamous space line from Red Alert 2. Really? I don't think I... Red Alert 2. Oh, this is what's his name? Tim Curry. Holy shit, this video is 16 years ago? Do I love Tim Curry? Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. Tim Curry's fucking treasure. Dude, Tim Curry is so fucking awesome. It's kind of sad about his current state, though.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Dude, Tim Curry does amazing facial expressions with his acting, dude. His facial expressions are so fucking good when he acts. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, honestly, I very much agree. Tim Curry is a fucking treasure. I love this man. He has to deliver an infamously bad line and cannot stop himself from laughing during it. He's so underappreciated. Dude, I love Tim Curry. God, what's that one movie? It's older. Fuck. It's one of the, like, really big ones. From back in the day. Shit. Fuck. Hold on. Rocky Horror Picture Show? Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, that's the one. Dude, that one's so fucking good. Also, he guest stars on an episode of Psych, which I really fucking love too.
Capitalism.
Like, I don't know if him like smiling here before delivering line is like an in-character thing, or if he just thinks it's so silly that he's almost breaking character. But either way, that shit's just so fucking good.
Corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Dude, that shit right there. Holy fuck. Oh god. He's 100% laughing at the teleprompter, in your opinion? Really?
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Like, dude.
Space!
When he fucking just like... Dude, his... Tim Curry has like some of the best fucking facial expressions when he's acting. I swear to God, dude.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
God, I love Tim Curry. Holy fucking shit. Dude is so fucking good. I'll check with my boss about this place. So don't you worry. What about you two? We still need to find Polly. Okay, I gotta say, like, Shift Up has definitely been giving a lot of fan service, but for people who are into, you know, armpits. Not only last event with the Bunny Girl event with Velvet was she like showing a lot of pit constantly, but I mean honestly Velvet was a fucking treat all around. But then you have Jill here just constantly showing off. Couldn't even handle those dogs earlier. That's because it's fine. We'll stay and help you look for your friend, Polly. Besides, by investigating this mansion, we might find out how we ended up here. There's gotta be a connection. Makes sense to me. This place is dangerous. We should stick together. I appreciate your help. I have no idea how we wound up here, but how don't we kick off the investigation from here? First off, where? Looks like we're in the annex. It says so here on this emergency exit map. Miranda points to a bulletin board on the wall. On the bulletin board, there's an emergency exit map as well. Looks like this annex was used as a dorm. A dorm schedule. What the kind of screwed up rule is that? What do they mean by ignore any child you hear calling for help? A list of dorm rules and regulations. And isn't this? A notice stamped with an umbrella-shaped logo was posted up. Informed consent form for clinical trial. Oh, great. God, dude, I fucking love Tim Curry. There's some other stuff he's in. Tim Curry. Oh yeah, I forgot. I watched Clue. He was really good in Clue. I forgot that he's in Home Alone 2. Let's see, what other movies? It, but I've never seen that. I can't do that fucking shit. Oh, there's the psych credit. Psych. He's in a lot of stuff over the years. He's in Beauty and the Beast? Really? Also Scooby-Doo movie, wow. Rugrats? Ah, man. God bless Tim Curry. Well, I appreciate the free advice. The fact you're telling me to stop asking questions and leave tells me you know something about what's going on here. Who knows? What do you think? I feel a gun barrel pressed against the back of my neck. Whether you know or not, I just hope you're on our side. Sure, I'm on your side, as long as you turn around and walk out of this mansion without a fuss. So, what's it gonna be? I stare at the corpse. The upper half has been savagely torn apart. No gun or blade could have caused that. Which means something other than this woman was responsible. Something like a savage beast, maybe a wolf of some kind. There's a lot of things pressing up against the back of people in this arch. If only. Or something like that rapture I just saw climbing through the window. Wait, rapture? Huh? Am I the one who saw that? Don't even think of distracting me with strange comments. Gunfire. This way. Ugh. Whoa. Oh, shit. As if on cue, D grabs me by the collar. Whoa. They're both quick. And raises her axe to the woman's throat. You okay? Thanks for that. My neck's a little sore, though. Lower your weapon. Don't do anything foolish. You're pretty good. But are you really bringing an axe to a gun party? Want to see who's faster? Even with the axe blade resting against her throat, the woman remains utterly unperturbed. Instead, she merely flashes a calm and confident smile. It's the same for D. You're pretty good. Metal Gear Solid crossover. Dude, can you imagine if they had... I mean, who the fuck would they even add in Nikke if they had a collab with Metal Gear? Because they don't have male characters. Pascal is like the only... Pascal is a male, right? Identifies as male, right? From Nier. I think that's literally the only male character in this entire game. Playable character. Sorry, not in the game. A playable character in the game. Usually have a couple girls in each game. They could add... What's her name? Big Boss? She could be one. It's the same for D. Even with a gun pointed at her head, she remains as composed as ever. At this rate... Wait! Hey. My name is Hex. I'm here to investigate a missing persons case. I have reason to believe the Torch of Salvation might be involved. A missing persons case? What about it? I don't know why you're here, but we could be up to the same thing here. Maybe we can... Dr. Naomi, Sniper Wolf, Ava, the boss... Quiet. Ava, wasn't that... What's that one guy's... Was it daughter? Was that it? The guy... Was this some doctor guy? Glass shatters as something bursts through the window. On one rapture leg is the upper body of a mass-produced Nikke. Oh, god damn, dude. That sounds horrific. Would probably be the best. Blonde femme fatale that is CIA KGB double agent that likes to unzip the front of her Ava. Oh, wait. Is she... Oh, right. She's the one. Okay, she's not the daughter that I'm thinking of. Okay. She's the one that Snake is always staring at her boobs. That I remember. Okay. I don't know much about Metal Gear Solid either, but I do remember from watching Maya play, you know, the remake of Snake Eater that, yeah, Snake was constantly staring at her boobs, and apparently that it was like that in the original as well, which is just fucking funny that they kept that in the remake. She do look good though, so honestly I can't blame Snake. Fused to some thing. What the hell is that? I've about had it with these interruptions. Follow me, and don't even think about using that gun. Unless you want more of those things showing up. The mystery woman disappears into the lobby. D. Let's follow her. I wish we could see what these horrifying abominations look like. What's that shit called? The morbid curiosity? Would that classify really as morbid curiosity? Wanting to see like horror shit or some shit like that? I don't know. Quiet is the sniper that basically wears bikinis and fishnets, but she never speaks. Oh! I think I remember her. When Mayo was playing through all of the Metal Gear games, I think I remember her. Metal Gear, Solid, Quiet. Okay, I remember her. Yep, okay. Which game was this? This was 5. That's right. Okay, I remember her. Okay, yeah, they get at her too. Whoa. The sound fades away. We fled from the creature, making it up to the second floor of the mansion. Perhaps the stairs are too narrow as it doesn't seem able to follow us up here. What is that? A monstrous fusion of a raptor and a mass-produced Nikke. Even at a glance, it's clear that the two were forcefully stitched together. Ugh. The hellish appearance of that thing was nightmare fuel. Suddenly, the woman reaches her hand out to me. What do you think you're doing? The woman ignores the axe pointed at her and gently brushes my back. Simply trying to pat him on the back. See? I don't have my weapon in hand. With a calm smile, she raises both hands slightly. Name's Ada. I got out of Raccoon City. But then everything went blurry. Next thing I know, this mansion appears, so I was investigating the area. Raccoon City. You haven't given me your name, by the way. It's D. That's it? Just D? Yeah. D puts the axe away. Okay, fair enough. D. Easy to pronounce, I suppose. But honestly, don't you think your story has holes in it? You say everything went blurry, and then this mansion appears before you. What does that even mean? I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. My vision blurred, and this mansion just appeared. So you're saying, how many times do I need to say it? My vision blurred, and then Ada. So, you either have no clear memory of the circumstances that led you to this mansion, or you essentially blacked out and then you found yourself here almost as if you'd been teleported. Is that how you feel? Both explanations pretty much sum up how I feel. How did you know that? I knew it. She's a human from another world and brought here by the D-Wave. I have a few guesses as to what happened to you. I explained to Ada what the D-Wave is in detail. So, what you're saying is, something called a D-Wave swept me up and dropped me into another world. And if I want to go back, we need to wake up something called the Gatekeeper. That about covers it, yeah. Are you even allowed to share all this information with me? What if I'm playing you in order to get intel? You're even quick to reveal your name and intentions. Aren't you being way too kind, Hex? Or are you just that naive? What if I'm the enemy? If you'd meant to kill me, you would have done it the moment we met. What if I'm just gathering intel while your guard's down, then planning to kill you after? Diaz my back, she'll figure something out. Figure something out. You must really trust her, if you're willing to bet your life like that. You seem awfully calm about all this, don't you think? You've been teleported to a strange world and you just met a nightmarish monster, you didn't even flinch. You're not wrong. Let's just say we're both a bit odd then. At any rate, this clearly isn't the world that I know. Correct. Then, why is there evidence of the Umbrella Corporation here too? Ada points into the distance. In a space littered with long benches, an altar with a raptor core resting atop it stands at the far end. And strewn across the altar are sheets of paper marked with an umbrella symbol. I'm assuming Umbrella Corporation is where the virus or whatever came from in Resident Evil. They made it as a bioweapon. Oh, Jesus, that's scary. Then oopsied it. Well, that sounds about right for, you know, human behavior and activity. Make something very deadly and whoops. T-virus experiment report. Top secret. Those are the words written at the top of the paper Ada's holding. Ada's face darkens as she reads through the document. The umbrella symbol on that piece of paper. You seem to recognize it. What's this Umbrella Corporation you mentioned? The T-virus and the G-virus. Viruses? There are names of viruses that spread throughout my world. The same viruses that drove Raccoon City toward utter destruction. What kind of virus could cause something like that? Put simply, they're viruses that can rewrite the genetic structure of living beings. They reduce intelligence and induce aggression. Those infections turn into mere living corpses. Those infected. On top of that, their physical abilities are greatly enhanced. And Umbrella is the one who made these viruses? Yes. Umbrella uses the viruses for bioweapon development. Like that creature we saw on the first floor. A creature that seemed like a fusion between a raptor and a mass-produced Nikke. Wait, don't tell me. The situation is worse than I thought. Ada hands me another piece of paper. A short paragraph is scrawled across the top in red ink. He who imbibes a holy elixir of the judge shall shed the flesh of the sinner and be reborn as a greater being. Pain is but a prelude to transformation, and death the echo of new birth. Fear not. Neo-virus development complete. Lead the foolish humans inside the Ark to their end. Just as I thought. The virus was developed here. And now, what happened in Raccoon City is about to happen here as well. X, I'm reporting this to the higher-ups. We have to seal off the outer rim immediately, or else there's a chance the virus could spread. And if needed, we'll mobilize the Blaze Out squad. Blaze Out? Think of them as the Ark's epidemic countermeasure squad. Ooh, that's... We've never heard of that kind of squad before. Ooh, I wonder if we get to meet them. Without another word, Dee moves to the far corner of the room. She appears to be attempting to establish radio contact. My head is spinning from all the new information I've been bombarded with. So, now that your girlfriend's out of earshot, would you mind having a little chat, just the two of us? About what? I'll give you whatever intel you need, but if you find the person who developed the Neo-virus, hand over custody of them to me. That's all I'm asking for in exchange for my cooperation. So, is Ada in the Resident Evil series, is Ada actually an FBI agent? I know she's like a very shady person and she lies a lot and tricks people and whatnot, so I don't know if like she actually is an FBI agent or if that's just her pulling one over. Not sure. We really ever know. Really? Yeah, all I know is she's just a shady character, but she is a fan favorite. You want me to just hand over the developer to you? You don't need to worry. I won't harm them. So, what's your answer? The info better be worth something. I'll take that as a yes. Ida reaches into her coat and pulls out an old, worn notebook. She has said she worked for the FBI. She has definitely worked for Umbrella as a mercenary and also worked for question mark. Yeah, okay. She's just shady as fuck. What's that? Some quality reading material you should check out. It's the cult leader's journal. I open it carefully, revealing the following text inside. Death is not the end. Death is purification. The purification of this world begins with death. The merciless judge descends. She is that fun character that will betray you at some point, and you'll get the fun of guessing when. Well, I guess at the very least, you can brace yourself that, she is gonna... She will betray you eventually. It's just... So you know it's gonna come, you just gotta... At least, it's not gonna be, a shock. And she finally does betray you, you'll be like, alright. Alright, I ain't so surprised. I saw this one coming. She also never kills the good guys. It was kind of fun to see how she betrays as well. Interesting. What an interesting character. Unreliable frenemy, I guess. That is such an interesting character. Informed consent form for clinical trial. 1. Goal. To identify those worthy of salvation on the day of judgment. 2. Procedure. Participants shall receive the holy elixir of the judge through a purification ritual. The ritual will span 7 days and cannot be halted or abandoned midway. During this period, bodily reactions and transformations will be observed to determine the subject's eligibility for salvation. 3. Possible phenomena and side effects. High fever, vomiting, dizziness, visual and auditory hallucinations. Dude, that is fucking terrifying. Like, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, blah, blah, blah. That's one thing. But, visual and auditory hallucinations, that is absolutely terrifying to me. Temporary or permanent bodily mutations. All phenomena are deemed divine trials and cannot be defied by mortal intervention. I hereby acknowledge I have clearly understood the information stated above and give my voluntary consent to participate in this trial. I humbly accept all outcomes arising during the process as the will of the divine. Signed by Miranda. Date. What day is today? Miranda, don't go fucking signing it! Forget the date. The real question is, why are you signing that? Oh. Because the signature was left blank. Huh? About that. Miranda often forgets to sign her patrol logs. So Polly hammered it in her head to sign her name with a signature field is blank. Yep, Polly taught me that. Hold on, Polly? There's no time for this. You've got to find Polly. Resuming investigation. Miranda rushes into the annex. Despite how she is, I can assure you that she's a capable officer. Should we head in as well? Hold on a second. There's something I need to check. Joe, look at this symbol. It's umbrellas, isn't it? First that infected dog attacked, and now this. Not to mention the contents of this consent form. Seems to me that Umbrella's behind this somehow. If it's something that results in physical mutations, then this holy elixir of the judge might be another virus developed by them. So Umbrella even has her filthy tendrils in this place. Sorry to interrupt, but you keep mentioning this Umbrella Corporation. Would you mind explaining exactly what that is? If there's any chance it's connected to Polly's disappearance, I should know about it. Umbrella presents itself as a pharmaceutical company, but in reality, they repeatedly carry out illegal human experiments. They developed a virus that alters the human body and induces madness. What was that? I think it came from deep inside the annex? I'll go check it out. I'll inform you if something comes up. Query, you and Claire stay here. Jill is so fine. Oh, from the sounds of it, seems like Jill's unit would be pretty good. Damn, we really at the end of part 1 already? What the fuck? In the deep recesses of the annex is a storeroom. It is cluttered with miscellaneous junk, and in each corner of the room, a statue has been oddly placed. Meanwhile, in the middle of the room, Miranda lies half buried beneath a pile of books. It appears to have been a botched attempt to reach a book on the top shelf. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What happened? There was something tucked in this book, so I tried to pull it out and ended up falling over. I guess this was what I was trying to get. Miranda hands Jill a worn out note. The note reads, "The prophet greets the judge. The merciless judge punishes the sinner. The sinner kneels beneath the false goddess, and the false goddess stares down the prophet in silence. The deceitful gaze invites ruin. Only the true gaze shall open the path." It's like some kind of riddle. Where did you say you found this? Hold on, you see that, Jill? There's a lever beneath the statue. I'll try pulling it. Wait, it could be a trap. Miranda pulls the lever beneath the statue of the goddess of victory toward the left. No hesitation. Statue turns and faces the statue to the left. Whoa. Statue moved. This lever must control the statue somehow. Hold on a minute. A statue of the goddess of victory. A statue of a hooded disciple. A statue of a menacing rapture. A statue of an ordinary man and woman. Each statue had a lever beneath it. All these statues can be rotated. Maybe the direction the statues are facing is connected to this riddle you found. Miranda, don't touch anything. We haven't fully figured out the puzzle yet. It didn't move an inch. It moved on its own. I meant the ceiling. Ceiling? Is this where the fucking Jill sandwiching comes in? The ceiling begins to cave in. The deceitful gaze invites ruin. The statue of the goddess faces the statue of an ornate man and woman. Do we trigger trap by turning a statue the wrong way? Miranda, quick, pull the lever the other way. Turn to face the disciple statue. Got it. Sandwich time! Miranda pulls the lever of the statue of the goddess of victory to the right. The goddess statue rotates to face the statue on its right. As the goddess looks upon the disciple's statue, the ceiling halts its descent. We almost ended up being sandwiches. Yeah! There you go. There we go. Miranda said it. Nice. We gotta screenshot this. Oh, I love that. Very funny. Jill is not amused, on the other hand. That lever you pulled last made the ceiling stop. Does that mean this is the true gaze? Then the disciple statue must represent the prophet. If goddess statue represents the false goddess, that leaves the judge and the sinner. Typically, sin is represented by humans. What should we do now, Jill? The prophet greets the judge. Miranda, could you flip the lever in front of you, in front of the disciple statue, and make it face the statue with a four-legged machine? Then, next, Miranda manipulates the levers according to Jill's instructions. Thus, the statue of the disciple faces the statue of the rapture. The statue of the rapture faces the statue of the man and woman. The statue of the man and woman face the goddess statue. And the goddess statue, in turn, faces the disciple statue. Is it done? Yes, for now. Still not entirely sure if this is the true gaze. Oh man. Last thing I want is to get squashed by the ceiling and turned into a sandwich. Again. Oh my god, Miranda. You and me both. You hear that? Pretty sure it came from near the bookshelf. The bookshelf begins to slowly slide to the side. Soon, a hidden passage is revealed behind it. You could sandwich me if you know what I'm saying. Amen, brother. Amen. Hear ye, hear ye.
任務完了。解決できる問題は
Shish.
全て解決したよ。
D here could sandwich
ご
me.
苦労だった。
At the end of the secret passage, what is D gonna put on the uniform? Part 1 is basically done. A tense and alert Miranda and Jill come upon a laboratory. Unlike the mansion's decrepit exterior, the lab is equipped with surprisingly modern equipment. However, oh my. The corpses strewn throughout make it clear that the research being conducted here was far from ordinary. All these bodies, shattered, oversized incubation tubes fill the room, from which various corpses with unnaturally developed muscles protrude. All the bodies are completely torn to shreds. Jill averts her eyes from the horrifying sight. In an area lined with multiple computer terminals, documents bearing Umbrella Corporation's logo are scattered everywhere. Damn it, even here. Miranda, we've got a survivor over here. Lead us. What did you say? Jill brought her ear closer to the researcher, collapsed on the ground. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Do not resist with thy feeble human strength. The end is nigh. God, guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. The end. These foolish mortals. Distortion of all things sacred. Throwing the world into turmoil. The end is nigh. Do not resist. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Do not resist. God, guide us. Our reckoning. The researcher collapses, blood gushing from his mouth. A gaping hole has been torn through the center of his torso. It's as if something had forced its way out from within. Damn. So that's how things unfolded in Raccoon City. All because of a virus. An entire city was wiped. Family, friends, loved ones, all gone. Vanished. Anyway, we can't let the same thing happen here. We need to investigate this area. Leave no stone unturned. I'm also worried about your colleague who went missing. Seems Miranda and Jill went all the way inside. Why don't we start our search here? Okay, let's do that. After that, Claire and Query begin checking the nearby rooms one by one. The pair discovers, when they arrive at the third room, is this? Under the bed lies a weathered notebook. When Claire picks it up, a single photograph falls out. Seems to be a photo of a mother and daughter. They seem to have had a close relationship. Having trouble seeing it. Want to take a closer look? Claire holds the photo closer to Query. The faded faces of mother and daughter begin to come into focus. It's Elsiria 9 and De Para from case number 8. De Para? To be continued. Perilous Siege Safe House. I knew something felt off. Mission code 7-1. Declassified. The Ark and a proposal for humanity's salvation. Within the insular society of the Ark, the activities of Perilous Siege proved remarkably effective. All traces of evil within the Ark were soon eradicated. However, evil is the darker side of the coin which must exist for justice to persist. Therefore, a proposal to maintain justice and oversee Perilous Siege has been drafted. The following is the tentative proposal. Formation of pro-Rapture radical group. Public awareness of Raptors continues to decline. The attached survey suggests this is due to the fact ordinary citizens rarely encounter raptors personally. Therefore, pro-raptor radical groups are to receive clandestine support. This is intended to foment hostility towards raptors among the general public. So, he has a hand in this too. 10. Ah, he comes back up, huh? This one's pretty fucking good so far. Be interesting to see what part 2 is gonna be like next week.